my castle of sand, waiting on a battle, so a handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording in advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band, and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along, think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of it, secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come home. Yeah, Lord, please bless my palace of bones. My soul call my skeleton home. It's on the phone. Get a receiver back to Tyrone. We made a pact for going back home. Yeah, pack my bag, stagger back to the zone. With a bag full of daggers I've thrown. I'm like my own masochist, slash my wrist with a poem. And when I'm gone, don't tamper with or sample my songs unless you strong. Bicep emojis in the group chat. 5 sets of burpees, don't disturb me if the booth black. I'm going through it, got a bunch of baggage on my roof rack. I have a lot of habits that produce that. They gon' put they tag on it. My condolences to the fast moments. Hope the solar system assists my slower mission and put some lag on it. Window to my soul peering inside the crib where my spirit resides. Lyrics are die.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Janibek Alimkhanuly. He's 182 centimeters tall with a reach. Janibek Alimkhanuly. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues. how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a match.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Oh, that punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Incredible work rate. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And there's the bell for round two. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Got him there. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That left uppercut doesn't score. He misses with that straight left. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell
And there's the bell for round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Misses with the straight left. Just misses. That jab gets blocked. Not a lot of defense here at all. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger.
Oh, what a punch! Another scoring shot there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hey, those punches add up. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Caught him. It's all offense all the time. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Will the referee step in? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Jab does not score. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Pretty dominant round there. There's the bell for round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing it.
Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. I don't care how good your chin is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Good counter punching. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. His legs are... Here we go, it's round 7. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Does well to block that left jab. A swing and a miss with that jab. That counter shot lands. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
He blocks the uppercut. And he scores with the counter. Just missed with that hook. That jab misses. go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnny back in that last round.
What are you doing?
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get...
And we enter the 8th round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they survive that?
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work your defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.